All right, we got about a minute before we go live on the air with Tap Out, but we are live on the podcast broadcast. So if you guys are joining us there, good morning, everybody. Rico's and Powers sharing the screen. Got Chef Kenneth Foy in studio from Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company, which we're going to be going through their menu as well, playing Tap Out, giving away gift certificates for either location. It's both one location, either restaurant, one location.
Either concepts, if you will.
Yeah, yes. And I just saw Chef Ken at the Halloween party that I was at on Friday night. He was set up serving sexy grilled cheese, and he served one to the Gronk. Not personally, but somebody.
One of his emissaries came out and requested one.
Yeah.
Not a face-to-face Gronk transaction, but either way, we got it done.
I know they were free that night, but you should have said, the stipulation is that he's got to come and say hi at the very least.
Yeah, my staff was going to try and come and lure him to the food truck. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's got more going on with,
that's fair.
600 square feet of partying that the Gronk may not be able to make his way over to the food truck.
That's true. The Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company on Rock 1 2.1 talking about the Gronk eating a sexy grilled cheese on Friday night when he was in town, full-blown party, and the dude could handle his alcohol. I could tell he was drinking. He looked sober as hell. And he was with Coach Tommy Lloyd of the U of A Wildcats. Tommy was having a good time. It was awesome. I was trying to hobnob. I'm basically, if you see pictures of Gronk and Tommy Lloyd out on Halloween, look in the background. You'll see me just kind of creeping. Style? Yeah. Just like over their shoulders, like, I'm here too, guys. I'm here too. Like Gronk. I'm like between his legs because he's a big giant, like just peeking out, like, what's up? All right, let's get into a round of Tap Out. Yesterday was Day of the Dead. Today is National Sandwich Day. So my focus today, as I continue to salivate, even thinking about it, is the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company that Dante's Fire provides. It's something that you could order on DoorDash, and it is honestly some of the best sandwiches. Melts in particular are like some of my favorites, right? I gotta swallow. But
rein it in, big guy.
Yeah, grilled cheese. I mean, that's the ultimate comfort food, right? So the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company put together a wicked combinations of all these sandwiches that you have to try. You got to collect them all. So we're going to give away up to $100 of gift certificates to your choice, Dante's Fire or the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company, with a game of Tap Out. And since yesterday was Day of the Dead, our theme is Dead or Alive. 600 KFMA, 605-362. The 30-day rule is in effect. So if you've been a scavenger, if you won Tap Out before, you're ineligible if you won in the last 30 days. So 600 KFMA, 605-362. You know the name of the game. Let's do it.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
All right, we're going to start off with caller number 10. If they get the answer correct, then they are a contestant. And then every question they answer correctly after that, they'll bank themselves a $20 gift certificate to Dante's Fire or the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company. And if they don't know the answer, they could tap out and collect whatever they won. But if they answer the question incorrectly, they lose it all, and the rest goes to our scavengers. Let's go to the phones, see who our first contestant is. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
This is Patrick.
All right, Patrick. Has it been 30 days since you've been a scavenger or you won Tap Out?
It's been over 30 days. I haven't played in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, I think our math is a little off there, Patrick.
It's been a
couple of weeks. Patrick, stand by, okay? I'm going to answer the other line now. Let's see. Let's go here. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
Hey, this is Dave.
Dave, I know it hasn't been 30 days for you, my friend. All right, let's go to the next one here. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
Ray.
All right, Ray. All right, if you can answer this first question correctly, you are going to be our contestant. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, 5 seconds on the clock will begin after you ask this question. This is dead or alive. Go ahead and give the clue, Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire.
All 4 original Golden Girls, B. Arthur, Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty.
Are they dead or alive?
Alive.
You said alive. That is incorrect, Ray. Sorry for that. Let's go to the next phone line. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this? Who's this?
This is Val.
All right. Well, your name's Val?
Val, yeah.
Okay, all right, Val. All right. He's going to ask you the same question. If you answer correctly, you're our contestant. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Ken, go ahead and repeat the question.
All 4 original Golden Girls, B. Arthur, Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty.
Are they dead or alive?
I
Oh,
and I missed the last dude. Missed the last dude.
Oh, so sorry, Val. Thank you for trying. She didn't even answer. And this is, Ken's like, this is going to be super easy. Yeah, pick one. Pick a side. And you already know the answer because Ray effed up. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
This is Patrick.
Patrick, hold on a second. All right. So, all right. Patrick, you could be a scavenger, not a contestant. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
Crystal.
All right, Crystal. You heard the clue. Give me the answer. Are they dead or alive?
Alive.
Alive. That is incorrect, Crystal. Oh, yes. Again, there's only...
I forgot they're rebooting the show. The whole cast is coming back.
Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
Logan.
All right, Logan. Are they dead or alive? The Golden Girls.
Dead.
Dead. All right. Yes, there we go.
Yahtzee.
Logan is our contestant. He answered the first question correct, but we literally gave it to him. How well will Logan do? And will there be leftover gift certificates to Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company left over for our scavengers? Find out next on Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. So we are back. We got Logan as our contestant on Tap Out here. And congratulations on getting that question right, Logan. That is almost impossible, huh?
Yeah, it was a close one.
Yeah, definitely a close one. All right, so here's the deal. For every clue that we give you, you got to answer dead or alive. If you're correct, you're going to get a $20 gift certificate, the Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company, okay? If you're incorrect, you lose it all. But if you don't know, you could always tap out and collect and cash out what you won so far. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, Logan. 5 seconds on the clock will begin after we ask this next question. Chef Ken, go for it.
William Daniels. He also played the voice of Kit on Knight Rider. He also played Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World.
Is he dead or alive?
Dead.
Dead. That is incorrect. Oh,
Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney is still alive. The voice of Kit from Knight Rider is still alive. So that's the bad news for you, my friend. But the good news is I'm going to hook you up with a $20 gift certificate to Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company. There you can pick up yourself a sexy grilled cheese that consists of cheddar, mozzarella, provolone cheeses, shaved Spanish chorizo, red onion jam, served on a toasted pretzel bread with Cajun garlic fries. That is the Sexy Grilled Cheese at the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company, Logan. All right, give me 4 numbers between 1 and 10.
3, 6, 5, and 1.
All right, 1, 1, 3,
3, 6, 5, and 1.
3, 6, 5, and 1. Was this your ATM code? So callers number 3, 6, 5, and 1. You're gonna get a $20 gift certificate courtesy of Logan and Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company. Logan, stay on the line. I'm gonna get all your info. Okay.
Sweet, thank you.
No worries, ladies and gentlemen. That was Tap Out. Call. All right, let's see. We are live on the stream here. So I'm going to get Logan's information.
I'm not going to lie. I thought Mr. Feeney was dead.
Yeah. Well,
I did too.
I know. It's kind of like a trick question, but no, nobody cares. That's the problem there.
Boy meets surprise.
Uh-huh. So we are doing this live here, and I'm going to get Logan's information and give out those $20 gift certificates to Dante's Fire, to our scavengers, and we'll be back on the podcast broadcast, so you can keep it here on youtube.com/beefvegan. And let me just pull up my show open here, and we'll have more with Chef Ken as we're talking about National Sandwich Day, and just, we're broing down
Sandwiches.
Yeah. All right, here's the show open in case you missed it. One little something like this.
KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
One more time for Tucson. Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents Live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, November 3rd. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. It's a regular ticket palooza today. We'll be giving away tickets almost every 20 minutes or so. I got tickets for Adelita's Way, which I'm hoping to get them in studio or on the show for the podcast broadcast either later today or tomorrow. They're performing at the Rock. Got tickets for the Tucson Roadrunners, your Tucson Roadrunners.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, to give away as well. And the Celtic Festival that's going down this weekend. Because now that the weather is nice, we're having events each and every weekend. We just recovered from Halloween weekend. We're going into our November events. And December, of course, we'll be doing the whole what's that neighborhood called that you walk around?
Winter Haven.
Winter Haven, and all the traditions. So hope you guys are gearing up for that and getting your food up ready. Actually today's National Sandwich Day.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, absolutely. I know.
Waiting.
My entire life. And since it is National Sandwich Day, I want to play a game. All right.
Already?
What time is this?
Right off the
6:02?
bat. All right. Powers and Rico, you're facing off against each other. We'll give away tickets to a listener. If you can tell us who was going to win this game in hindsight, and I'll let you pick your tickets of your choosing. So this game is it a sandwich? Okay. With National Sandwich Day, there's, of course, a list of things that people go. So we'll start off and go back and forth. It's super easy. It's a speed round. Okay. So Powers, breakfast bagels. Is it a sandwich?
Oh, that's a sandwich.
That is correct. All right, Rico, a hamburger. Is it a sandwich?
It is a sandwich.
Okay. Powers, hot dog. Is it a sandwich?
Hot dog is not a sandwich.
You're incorrect. That's
I.
yeah. No, that's all right. All right, Rico, bike tire. Is it a sandwich?
Yes.
You're incorrect.
Oh!
Oh, all right. Powers, $5 foot long from Subway. Is it a sandwich?
It is a sandwich. See, he says no.
No, it's not.
He doesn't.
Hot
He
dog
doesn't.
is sandwich.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find
Yes,
out.
exactly.
Beef Vegan
$5 foot long
presents
is not a sandwich. I'm
Tap
sorry. This is
Out.
according to the poll. Rico,
We
is
are
a
back.
burrito
We got
sandwich?
Logan as our contestant
No.
on Tap Out here. And congratulations
That is
on getting
correct.
that question right,
Thank
Logan.
goodness.
Yeah.
This is almost
I know,
impossible.
I know.
huh?
I
Yeah,
knew
it
you
was
were
a close
stressing
one.
on that
Yeah,
one.
definitely a
But
close
yeah,
one.
with National
All right,
Sandwich
so
Day, a lot
here's
of
the
people
deal.
asking what
For every
a
clue that
sandwich
we give
is.
you, you got to answer
And,
dead or alive. If you're correct,
like
you're going to
this.
get a $20 gift certificate.
People
to
in
Dante's
this
Fire
survey,
and
they
the
asked
Sexy Grilled Cheese
peanut butter and
Company.
jelly.
Okay,
Powers,
if you're
is this a
incorrect, you
sandwich?
lose it
Yes.
all. But if you don't,
You're
know,
100%
you can
correct.
always tap
Of course,
out
peanut butter and
collect
jelly is a
cash
sandwich.
out what you
It
won so
even
far.
has sandwich
That
in the
makes
title.
sense.
It's in the Constitution.
All right, Logan.
I know.
5 seconds
What
on the
is your
clock.
favorite sandwich of all
After
time?
we
If
ask
you
this
were to
next
pick,
question,
if you go into
Chef
a desert
Ken,
island,
go for it.
And
William
you're
Daniels.
on there for
He
30
also
days.
played
You
the
can only
voice of
pick
Kit
one
on Knight
sandwich
Rider. He also
combination.
played
What
Mr.
is that sandwich
Feeney
going to be?
on Boy Meets World.
Gabagool.
Is he
a
dead
big
or
Italian
alive?
Sub.
All right. What about you, Rico?
That sounds good.
Dead.
That's pastrami, but I might
Dead.
go for a Monte Cristo
That
myself.
is
Monte Cristo. Oh, you fancy
incorrect.
bastard. Do you like your sandwich
Oh,
sweet, like French
Mr.
toast?
Beanie is still
Mix,
alive.
yeah.
The boys
You know,
from
free and
Knight
Sweet.
Rider
I went through a
is
phase of
still
those.
alive.
Also, Rubens.
So
I
that's
went through
the
a
bad
phase of
news for
Rubens.
you, my
Mm,
friend.
yeah.
But the good
Rubens
news
are
is
fantastic.
I'm going to hook you up with
I
a
had a
$20
sausage
gift certificate
pepper
to Dante's
sandwich the
Fire
other day. It
and
was
the Sexy Grilled
fantastic.
Cheese Company.
You know,
There you can
I
pick
can't
up
help.
yourself
I just love
a
all
sexy
different types of
grilled
sandwiches.
cheese.
Speaking of
that
which,
consists
later on
of
today,
cheddar,
Chef Ken
mozzarella,
from Dante's Fire
provolone
and the
cheeses, shaved
Sexy Grilled
Spanish
Cheese Company
chorizo,
is
red onion
going to
jam,
be in studio
served on
doing
a
another round of
toasted
tap
pretzel
out
bread
with us.
with Cajun
And that
garlic
means he's
fries.
going
That
to give
is
up to
the
$100
Sexy
in
Grilled
gift
Cheese
certificates
away
away at the Sexy
for
Grilled
the
Cheese and
Sexy
Salad
Grilled
Company,
Cheese
Logan.
Company.
And
All
I'm
right, give
telling
me
you,
4 numbers.
look
between
through
1 and
that
10.
menu for the
3,
Sexy Grilled Cheese Company. Some
6,
of the best
5, and
sandwich
1.
combinations, all
right.
grilled cheese
1,
style. That you can
3,
even imagine.
3, 6, 5,
Rico
and
said
1.
Monte
3,
Cristo.
6, 5,
They have a
1.
Monte
This is-
Cristo
was that your-
grilled cheese.
yeah, your ATM
Power
code?
said he loves the Italian.
Callers number 3,
Well, they
6,
have an
5, 1.
Italian
You're going to get a
cream
$20
grilled
gift
cheese. There
certificate
is
courtesy of Logan
no
and Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese
of
Company.
sandwiches
Logan,
that you
stay on
won't
the line.
find
Gonna get
grilled
our
cheese
info, okay?
version at the
Thank
Sexy
you.
Grilled Cheese
No worries,
Company.
ladies and
So,
gentlemen. That was
today
Tap
we are
Out.
focusing on that subset of their business, a Dante's Fire, that you could order in DoorDash and go through the menu and then give away a bunch of gift certificates for that, because I've been craving it. I've been fiending it. You know, I saw actually at the Halloween party, Ken was out there with a food truck with the grilled cheese company, slanging out grilled cheese to all these drunk people dressed up. I saw Gronk eat 3 of them.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he's a monster of a man, but you know, it seemed like he was enjoying himself. So eat the grilled cheese that Gronk eats.
Yeah.
All right, let's get things moving. Again, I have tickets to give away. Let's do it right now. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Rico won the sandwich game. So if you call me up and tell me I knew that Rico was going to win the sandwich game, you'll get tickets of your choosing, either that of the Celtic Festival, that of the Tucson Roadrunners, or that of Adelita's Way. First person to call in and claim that they knew that Rico was going to win will get the tickets of their choice. 600 KFMA. Got your morning more coming up after Bring Me the Horizon. We'll kick things off with Rage. Here's Guerrilla Radio on Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Hey, we're gone. We're on, guys. Yappity yap yap. All right, we're back here live, and I'm just answering scavengers. Ken, go ahead and bust out that sheet again, because we'll ask this next scavenger, and if they know the answer, then they'll get a $20 gift certificate to your fine establishment. Rock 102.1. Who's this? Yo, can you hear me?
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Right. All right, so they're muted out. So let's go to this one. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Grady.
Hey.
For the,
Yeah, turn down your radio, dude. All right, so here's the deal.
Yeah,
if you can answer this question correctly from Chef Kenneth Foy, you're going to be a scavenger, and you're going to be able to get yourself a $20 gift certificate to Dante's Fire and the Sexy Girl Cheese Company. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Chef Kenneth Foy, give him the clue.
Daytime talk show host known for her red glasses, Sally Jesse Raphael.
Is she dead or alive?
She is alive.
She is alive. There you go. You said your name is David?
Grady.
Oh, Brady? Grady?
Grady with a G. Yeah, I called you yesterday, too.
Did you win yesterday, Grady?
I won tickets yesterday.
All right, I'll allow it. You got to do
I've
dinner
never
and a
played tap out, though.
Yeah, you won tickets to the concert?
Yeah, Adelita's Way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Grady, this is what you got to do. So Friday night, this is going to be the ultimate date night. Yeah, you bring a chick and shit.
That's exactly what I'm going for.
That's it. Okay, so here's what you do. I swear to God, Dante's Fire is the place where you want to seal the deal. It's a
The
layup.
batting average is high there.
Yeah, very high, very high. So you take her to Dante's before or after, and because Dante's is open late and serves dinner late, so you could literally go to Dante's Fire after the show, grab a bite, but you don't want to be too full because you want to bang. So here's the deal: you go to Dante's before the concert, right? Have a couple specialty cocktails, have some dinner, right? Take her to the concert. It's a sure thing, slam dunk.
I like it. Good plan.
Yeah, I like that. And
Got
then
the
call me
beef
on Monday. Let
guarantee.
me know how it goes.
Yeah, we want a full report.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
No pictures, please.
So what's your last name again, Grady?
Donahue. Donohue.
N-O-H-U. You know what's funny about Grady knowing the Sally Jesse Raphael question is that the competition was Donahue. So you know all those 80s talk show hosts.
I forgot about Donnie.
How could you forget about that?
I know.
Right. Grady, you're good to go. Make that date happen. Have a good time with it. Drive safe and wrap it in plastic.
Right on, brother.
I talk to you soon. Yeah. That's my saying. You never heard me say that saying before?
That's a first for me, dog.
Yeah. Wrap it in plastic. I like the rhyme. And yeah, that's good. All right, we're gonna be on with the quick FM break, and then I'm gonna get the rest of these scavengers here. So like this one, Rock 102.1. What's your name?
Beef, Eric, trash guy.
All right, Eric, the trash guy. Eric, you got to answer this correct to be a scavenger. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, Chef Ken from Dante's Fire. Give him the clue.
Bobby McFerrin. ... Singer of "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Don't worry, be happy. Is he dead or alive?
Dead.
You said he's dead. That is incorrect. Sorry, Eric. Not a scavenger today, my friend. Thanks for trying, though.
Don't worry, win next time.
It happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know you'll win again. So yeah, don't worry, win next time. I am. Let's see. I gotta delete that. I got a whole bunch of. We're kind of behind the clock a little bit on this, but we have a lot to cover. Plus, we're gonna do beast retweets on the stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I want to show off this sexy menu of the Sexy Girl Cheese Company. And I
show off my
yeah.
Make them salivate.
Right. And I can't even, it's so sexy that I can't look at this menu without the appropriate music. Yeah. Because I'm
My
telling
pants
you.
got tight.
Yeah. You want me to, and this is for any of the ladies watching the stream, and those big guys out there as well. I'm going to sexily describe. And
here we go.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, there you go. This menu. So I'll do one here on the stream and I'll do one on air. All right. So we'll do
the Monte Cristo, please.
Oh, I will. I'm going to do that on air because I want to hear you come to completion on the FM side.
So kind.
Yes. All right. So here we go. All right. So the mac and cheese, grilled cheese. Oh, yeah. It starts off with crispy mac and cheese, filling it up. Munster and cheddar cheeses melting over the edge of the bread.
A lot of nipple touching going on right now.
Served on toasted butter bread with those Cajun spicy hot garlic fries. Oh, yeah. You got to end it with an oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do that again here real quick.
I think we need the Dolomite voice for this.
Money's on the dresser. Get out.
Yeah, all right. So we are since we have Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire and the Grilled Sexy Cheese or the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company in there. I'm sorry. I am looking at the menu of the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company and I'm sexily describing it to our streamers because we're doing a live broadcast right now on youtube.com/beefvegan and our Facebook pages. So Rico's favorite sandwich is the Count of Monte Cristo.
That's right.
And so I'm going to describe it to him as sexy as I can. Here we go. All right. Now, again, don't completely lose it, but the Count of Monte Cristo.
My pants are off already.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, Powers.
What that $12 sandwich consists of is shaved ham, shaved so thin meat with some Swiss cheese, some roasted garlic and herb mayonnaise spread all over the face of the bread, dipped in Parmesan herb egg wash, and served on a toasted butter bread with them spicy hot garlic fries. Only at the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company, right?
I don't know why you keep going. I already completed 30 seconds ago.
I'll eat a sandwich. You're good. Yeah, it's good. All right, we got more of that on the podcast broadcast, so we'll continue it next. Keep us here. I don't know. I'm wrapping up all weird. I know. I distracted myself. You ever try to be so sexy that you accidentally give yourself a boner? Because I think that happened.
It may have been the sandwich, bro.
That's right. It may have been the sandwich. You're right. You know you're fat when you're popping wood over some sandwiches here. So there's a couple more that let me read one more here. Powers, what's your favorite sandwich again?
I like an Italian.
Yeah,
there's a calzone grilled cheese.
That's goddamn right. Goddamn right. There's a calzone grilled cheese, and this is ooey gooey good. Oh yeah, the calzone grilled cheese starts off with sliced pepperoni about the size of your areola, and a salami about the size of your salami, with tomato sauce, creamy ricotta, and mozzarella cheese. Don't forget it's served with them spicy hot Cajun garlic fries. Oh yeah. I know. It's so good. The cheeseburger grilled cheese. Mozzarella. That's how you know you're legit. You say it like that. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm from Jersey too. So it's the mozzarella. And in fact, actually, if you're extra Italian, if you don't say the A, it's mozzarella.
Yeah,
mozzarella. Yeah.
I'll bring some of that extra mozzarella.
Which is ironic because everything in Italian ends with a vowel. Yeah. But when you talk about the mozzarella cheese, you drop the vowel. You say
I
it's
have no
mozzarella.
problems with English. I'm not dissecting another language that I can't speak.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah. The spinach and artichoke undipped is mozzarella, Parmesan cheeses, artichokes. We're focusing on this. The Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company from Dante's Fire because it's National Sandwich Day. And I really think it needs to be praised. I mean, honestly, it's doing great on DoorDash, but you can get this stuff just delivered to you, especially live in the Midtown area. It'll be super quick. But yeah,
so that's like spinach artichoke dip sandwich.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah. So what's the process? You get super stoned and think of how to make grilled cheese sandwiches, or like how do you come up with this menu?
It was alcohol.
Okay.
It was not marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
What we wanted was relatable things. So everybody knows. I mean, back in the 80s, every menu you had to have your spinach and artichoke dipper. Just you're closed.
That's
you're
true.
Out. You're out of business.
Uh-huh.
So nice approachable flavors. We named some of these things that were, people that were in our world at the time. The Fancy Pants is named for a guy on my staff that is just the fanciest dresser there ever was.
Okay.
So the Sexy Grilled Cheese was born after a server that used to just come to the kitchen when she was hungry. I want a sexy sandwich. I want a sexy sandwich.
Okay.
Wherever you are, Haley, this is your fault.
Wow.
Nice.
And the one Dirty Pablo, we used to have a cook at the restaurant, could just throw down like he was a badass. But his station was always just a disaster.
Oh.
There's just stuff everywhere. Like, how do you work like that, dude?
Does that drive you mental as a chef?
Oh my God, it drives me a wall.
Right,
I was
right.
like, dude, I can't see your cutting board. How are you going to cut things?
Right.
But his place always went out spotless.
Yeah.
My OCD would not be okay with that at all.
That is funny.
Yeah. So he got the Dirty Pablo.
Nice.
And that was like a spin on one of our, our Southwest tortas where they dip it in the red chili glaze and you got your pork carnitas and avocado and cheese in it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
Did I have you
good.
at pork carnitas?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you had me in all of it. And the Wakaka cheese and, and I'm like, with Damien Darren from Disturbed. I don't know the lead singer of that dude's name.
Give me some of that Oaxaca with that mozzarella.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Grandma
I'm
stuff today.
falling apart. Yeah. Well, that's because I'm staring at this too much.
You're having a day like when I burn the chicken.
Yeah. that probably doesn't happen often. So the Fancy Pants, you mentioned this, named after a server.
Yeah, I want to
always...
see you try and pronounce this one.
Okay, yeah, this is a difficult word. Okay, so it's beef. The first name is beef, which of course I got on lockdown. I know how to say that all day long. Thank you. Rillettes. So it's Rillettettes. So what is that? Just like
I don't know how to explain it to the non-connoisseur of food. So French preservation techniques used to be we boil something with a lot of fat and we put it, out in the little farmhouse out back.
Okay.
So it's like braised like corned beef hash. So stock and fat and it kind of simmers for a long time.
Okay.
And then we whip it with a little bit of butter and truffle oil and garlic. So it kind of comes out like a really rich, like cheesesteak kind of met corned beef.
Okay.
You fry it up and it gets crispy on the flat top. So it's really good, but decadent and rich. Dude.
Nice. Nice. Well, with the Gruyere cheese, it makes it even more rich. Caramelized onions, truffle oil. Yeah, on toasted rye. Yeah, I know.
That sounds so good.
Oh man, it is good. It's decadent.
I like that hollow. I'm so hungry.
I know.
I got an app for that.
Yeah, that's right. And then which one do you say sells the most with your delivery?
The Count is up there and the mac and cheese are up there.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys see on the website is the build your own.
Yeah.
Which we call marijuana for the win.
Yeah.
Because a guy will just go down there, start with bread and just button. You end up with a ticket that's like this long.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he just saw the menu and said yes.
Yes, exactly. Build my own. All that goes together perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then you've actually built together like mile high sandwiches based off this.
Yeah, we've had extra slices of bread when the toppings get
Yeah.
Like, there's no way we can fit this on here.
Right. So you just got and you do that pro bono with the bread. Look at you, how generous you are.
Pro bono.
You're selling a $50 sandwich.
Touching buttons. It's like $38.
I remember we talked about. I think you said a $38 sandwich.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's no possible.
And you always know that guy because he ends with 6 diet sodas.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Cotton mouth a little bit.
You need to talk.
I know. It's amazing though. And with that though, is it even possible to eat a sandwich like that? Like a sandwich? I mean, that's like a fork and knife and a full blown buffet.
No matter what that guy looks like, I'll tell you what. You are what you eat. So he's sexy.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
You don't have one of those wall challenges where people finish that thing and get like a free meal type thing yet? Like New York style?
No, we're not trying to, propagate this lunacy.
The blood. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a smart idea too.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Americans, they have enough encouragement to be fat. So, you don't have to push them
They
over
have
the
their
edge.
very own cheese.
And it is the fattiest and the best. I mean, honestly, with everything in here, the sexy grilled cheese, the one thing I did notice is I don't think you have American cheese for the.
It is in the mac and cheese, but no, we do not.
There you go.
And
yeah.
That was intentional.
Okay. Because
I don't know if you'd explain this really well. So we go on a flat top and then we put it in the salamander.
Okay.
That little radiant heat above it to make sure it's all melty.
Right.
American cheese, almost lights on fire in that process.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a chemical fire.
Yes.
Number one, baby, fire.
That is funny. That is funny.
Grill
Yeah.
used to have a rule, and it was in the rules that you are not allowed to use American cheese, even on the burgers or nothing. That was in the lease when they bought it. Was that when they got the restaurant of Grill to the next owner? They said you're never allowed to use American cheese
That's
here.
funny.
Why?
Wow.
Because it's trash. And
Okay.
that's why they
Trash
wanted to,
craft
like,
singles.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
carry ranch either, just to be anti and to be.
Yeah,
Dicks.
I had to come off that one, but I started making my own ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's bomb.
it's bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just have to needle these people that order ranch $1.50 for a little cup of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the record is 6 on one ticket. I was like, this douchebag just ordered $12 worth of ranch.
Wow.
It's gourmet ranch.
Does that offend you as a chef? They just want to like
No,
drown
I
whatever
think
you
there's
whip
so
together?
much more out there for us to taste.
Yeah.
And I spent time in Texas, and I swear they just call it white sauce.
Yeah.
How funny.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They put it on everything.
You having strawberries? Give me some of that white sauce.
Uh-huh.
What?
Here's another
I'll
weird.
try it.
So I worked at what was it? Red Robin.
Oh god.
And the Red Robins in Arizona is the only ones that serve ranch instead of blue cheese with wings
Yeah.
because it's Arizona and people love the mind control dressing. That's what they call it on
Mind
The
control
Simpsons.
dressing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of blue cheese with chicken wings, to be honest with you.
We talked about that keg of ranch a
blue
little
cheese
while
all
ago.
the way. All the way blue cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
We will fight after
Hands
that.
down,
Oh,
blue
jeez.
cheese.
Oh, jeez. Shout out to Chef Gary, who's on the stream as well.
All the chefs.
Sure.
Speaking of kegs, let me show you this. I'm going to pull this up because Miller Lite is doing something, a promotion to tie in with Christmas. And I wonder if you would buy this. First off, they have beer mints or like ornaments. They're beer ornaments. I'll show you that on the stream real quick.
There's definitely a 6-pack of Budweiser ornaments on my Christmas tree every year.
Is there?
Yep.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Where'd you get that? Did you win that?
I don't know where they came into my life, but I've had them for many years.
Okay.
That and some Washington whatever ornaments because my team doesn't have a name anymore.
So
Oh
that's
yeah.
a can.
No. They're are they the generals? What are they? The
The
Washington-
Commanders.
Oh, the Commanders. Yeah.
We spent 3 years finding the worst name in professional sports. So, we really,
Why
really
aren't you
dug
a
deep.
Giants fan if you're from Jersey?
Because I was in Jersey, so it was. Dad was a Giants fan, so that was immediately out.
Right.
I would have to get a crack cocaine problem in order to be a Eagles fan.
Yes. Yep.
Because those guys are freaking scary.
Yeah. In fact, I have
East Coast
some-
Raiders.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to DC, and it's the first games that I went to
Mhm.
in old RFK Stadium where the bleachers were rocking and this and that. So I ended up with a Redskins fan. And of course, every really crappy fan like us and the Detroit Lions and some of the San Diegos, they start their fandom on a year where they did really well.
Right.
And then it is 3 decades of just absolute misery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Right. That's essentially the plight of the football fan.
Yeah.
It seems like the worse they are, for the longer they are, the more rabid and passionate
Yeah.
and loyal the fan base is. And speaking of Philly or Eagles fans, I have a video to show you that's stereotypical when it comes to the Eagles. But let me show you this. This is what Miller Lite is unveiling here for Christmas. It's called the tree keg stand, the Christmas tree keg stand. All right, that turns Christmas trees into bartenders. Essentially, they have a box and they put a keg in that box, and then you set your tree on top of it.
That's not an invention.
What?
That's what they're saying. It's an invention. It's
You don't pay child support? Here you go.
exactly,
Here's a present.
and it's basically just
Gotta
a metal
love
table.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we take a religious thing and find a way to slap some beers into it.
It's the American way. Yeah. So the top is about 3 feet off the ground. So you would have to get a short tree to make this work.
Also,
Also,
ceilings. Come on.
oh yeah, that's true. If you got the vaulted ceilings, you're good to go.
Yep.
And so it's not like a normal stand. And they say that it can hold trees up to 5 feet tall and 150 pounds because it's a fucking keg. Each one costs about $50, and they go on sale 10 a.m. Eastern next Thursday.
Is there
And-
refrigeration to this? Or
No. So if you want warm
this
beer,
is like the old school party ball that
Yeah.
you just
It
have
has
to
to-
like drain as fast as you can.
Right.
This has to be semi-refrigerated. Otherwise, what's the point?
no, it's 100% not refrigerated, but there is a tub where you can put ice in it. So if
Oh,
like you're doing a kegger, and you would,
I just hope they have the engineering right. So when the ice melts, it waters the tree.
Exactly.
They
That's
don't.
what I was thinking.
I know that's brilliant.
This is
I know.
garbage.
It is
Yeah,
100%
it
garbage.
It is.
Well, I'm sure the tree can live off beer, so you just take the tap and just sprinkle it on the root of the tree.
I'm one of the guys that put Sprite in the Christmas tree water for the first time.
Oh, what, you did that?
I pour a can of Sprite in. When you fill the water for the first time, makes the tree last 2 weeks longer.
Are you sure?
What?
100%.
Where did you hear this?
Google.
It's science, bro.
Google
Okay,
it, dude.
I'm Googling it. I'm going straight to Google right now. Hold on.
It's a
Hooray, I'm an alcoholic.
You gotta love the balance of life where Coca-Cola strips aluminum and metal right off of things, and Sprite keeps things alive.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the appropriate music here. All right.
Fact check with beef.
Right. Christmas tree.
I want to see what Bud Light does in retort to this. Like Elf on a Shelf that gives you beer. I don't know.
Is Sprite for good for a Christmas tree? Okay. Here's what Google pulled up.
What did Google have for us?
All right. Google says that when it comes to is Sprite good for a Christmas tree, urban myths for keeping Christmas trees fuller longer are plentiful during the holidays. Okay, that didn't say shit.
That was a giant waste of time.
I know. I got more. Let's see.
Viagra?
I feel so unfulfilled.
Give your tree a boner?
Here's a fun
Yes.
fact. We got Chef Kenneth Foy in studio from Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company. And we were talking about Miller Lite had a keg stand for a Christmas tree that they're selling next Thursday for $50 a pop. Keg not included. So, I mean, it's kind of a giant ripoff. But Chef Ken revealed that he essentially, whenever he gets a Christmas tree, the first thing he does is
Jack that boy up a Sprite.
yeah, fill a can of Sprite in there
2
with the
years.
water. He says it makes it last 2 weeks longer. And he dared me to Google it. And I did Google it. And one of the things that popped up by NBCnews.com, you know, a fake news site, but whatever, said neither Sprite nor Viagra boosts drooping Christmas trees.
Gas station
about
boner pills
drooping.
don't
This
work
is
on
not-
trees.
This is not repair.
Okay.
This is, starting out on a good life.
Well, to keep it from boosting, they're saying neither Sprite nor Viagra, but what about both together?
You
It's
know, that
almost like-
tree might become self-aware and just start hitting people.
Yeah, smashing your wife when you're not looking. All right. We got more. We're going to keep the podcast broadcast going. So you can join us, youtube.com/pvegan, or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Baby, why is there an ornament in your underwear drawer?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
going on?
What's all the pine needles under the bed, darling?
That's all this about.
Like, oh, okay. So speaking of Phillies fans, let me do this.
Oh, God.
All right. Yeah, Eagles. Same difference. Philadelphia.
Did you see the
The
no-no?
Bears.
Yeah, the combined no-hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. It was the Phillies that
time
did
in
that,
World,
right?
second time in World Series history, a no-hitter was thrown by a team.
By a team. Yeah. Well, how many pitchers? Just two? Or was
I
it
think they
three?
went through 4.
Oh, 4. Jesus. I don't even know why they took any of them out. Right? They're all
Yeah.
throwing no hitters.
No, the opener did really well, and they just threw the whole bullpen to keep it going.
Right.
I think he went through like 6 or 7 innings.
Yeah. I only saw the highlights of that and noticed that. So that's good. All right. So
Yep.
speaking of the Eagles, you say Eagles fans are rabid, they're fanatics, they're mental. Well, there's a video that's going viral
Oh,
of
well.
the most Eagle-like proposal
I
that you've
saw it.
ever seen. Oh yeah, you seen this?
I saw this yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so check this out. I mean, they even chant.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
And he got down on one knee.
Baby.
He's a babe.
I don't care how he's so sincere, and I don't care how stupid he is. I love it. And then he's the best.
Yeah, then they go right into chants.
They chant Eagles again. They chant Eagles again.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that one like that's forever been on the street cam where the girl's like so drunk she misspells Jets in the Jets chant?
Oh, no.
Like 4 letters, kid. J-E-S-T.
She's like J-E-F-F. Go Jets.
Yes.
Love you, Jeff.
As we are doing Beast retweets, here's a fun little prank that you could play next time you're feeding your friend a shot. You tell them just to look up in the sky and open wide and then do this. Boop. You gotta bring in your laptop there, Chef Ken. You gotta see some of this
Carry my
stuff
street
here.
dildo all the time, just in case.
Real quick, as we're doing Beast retweets, I'll show you this genius baby, and then we'll get back into it. It's very rare that I share a video of a genius baby. But this baby's about to climb off the bed and was like, "Oh, you know what? That's far of a drop. I got an idea." And then what he continues to do on this nanny cam is full blown amazing. Again, this is a toddler who's literally just crawling, probably about 14 months. What are you doing, baby? Yeah. Pretty good. What up, Chad?
That's what I need. I like that.
Yeah, I should have that fired off. I know. Well, next time, right? We're gonna Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We got 4 grown men watching, sitting around watching a genius baby.
3 men and a baby.
Yeah, figure out a way to get off the bed. 3 pillows down to make a little soft landing, and then
I want to see the swan dive at the end.
That's what I was. This bait down.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Someone
Someone hold my man bun door.
Yeah. So yes, that's the genius babies. We're doing Beast retweets here on the podcast broadcast. I have another thing to share with you here. Now, there was a situation where a McDonald's was getting robbed, right? And there's a 16-year-old girl who's working there. And I relate to this because I have a 16-year-old daughter who's working at a fast food restaurant right now. In a kind of a sketchy area in Midtown, you know. Well, in all fairness, Tucson, 100% of it's sketchy. Yeah, that's fair.
There used to be pockets of sketch. They've more.
More.
Pocket has grown.
It's full blown sketch down, and that's fine. We all have the sketch down, but so this 16-year-old was working McDonald's when someone came in to rob McDonald's. 35% and of course, it's a scary situation for all employees involved. Well, they were all huddled around and entered into a freezer where they were locked in. That's where the 16-year-old made a call to 911. Okay, here's where the story gets interesting. The 911 operator was her mom.
No.
Yeah. And actually, I have audio of this. I'm going to share with you
and
here
got
on the
copies
podcast
of that
stream.
surveillance video and the
is great.
911 call. Aubrey.
Hey, Gina. So this story, it's pretty incredible. So Tania Hill thought she was going to be killed the night of October 17th. She was locked in the freezer, but was able to calm down.
It's a little over
911. That familiar
Yeah,
voice on the other end of the line.
It's like
it was her
English
mother.
guy.
A 911 call taker.
Here's the audio.
Mama, please hurry up. She got a gun.
It's a desperate call for help.
We're gonna hurry. Give me a description.
She got a mask on. She got somebody outside. And she got us in the freezer, Mama. Please.
You in the freezer?
Yes, she has us in the freezer.
16-year-old Tania Hill was working at this McDonald's on South Claiborne. This surveillance video WDSU obtained shows when she says an armed woman came in and locked her and other staff in the freezer and robbed the McDonald's.
I was really, really, really scared because I would have never imagined that at my first job.
Okay, that's enough there. So
well, you see what happens when you make the McRib scarce,
right? That's what happened.
It's all McRib based crimes.
All right, so I just wanted to share that. It's like, what are you talking about, baby? You in the freezer?
Yes, Mom.
What?
I'm in the freezer.
Send someone real quick. Yeah. Well,
that was 100% girl power crime anecdote, right?
It was
girl robber, girl victim, girl.
Okay, Hollywood, get on this immediately.
Well, you know, and this is probably why nobody got hurt. You know, the testosterone wasn't involved. So yeah, I mean, she needed some money, quick fix, but she wasn't gonna ever shoot anybody. It was a chick. She didn't have the muscle to pull the trigger.
And a couple of greenbacks.
All right, well, let's keep this moving on the podcast broadcast. I know. These are our appropriate jokes. Let's tell some inappropriate jokes on the podcast broadcast stream and then be back with more Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company. If you're looking for a sexy grilled cheese, today's the day. It's National Sandwich Day, so don't mess around. Clear.
We usually do better on National Grilled Cheese Day. Just to
Oh yeah.
It's more specific.
I call double dipping. You know, look, Hotel Congress, which Powers just hosted the Halloween parties, 2 of them for Hotel Congress over the weekend. Sorry, I was still on the air. At least I didn't curse. So yeah, with that, he hosted 2 of them, but it was on the first one was on Friday night, right? And of course, Halloween's on Monday, so he did Halloween proper on Monday. So they didn't do Saturday or Sunday.
Weird gap. Okay.
And it's because
they had an event, but they don't break up their Saturdays much because it's already hopping.
yeah, speaking to the microphone when you say that. Yeah, explain that again. And
So
the
their
reason why.
Saturdays already kind of hopping. So why break it up?
Yeah,
because you have their standard crowd that kind of packs the place out. So they don't need to overdo it. So they just kind of do their standard Saturday, and they'll add a little costume contest maybe to it.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But yeah,
yeah.
So
we
that's
went
what was
down
going
on
on
4th
Saturday.
on was it Monday? Was Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot going on.
No, because they were all burnt out from the long ass weekend.
Yeah.
When a Halloween's on Monday and these kids start on Thursday celebrating Halloween, Halloween, they're already stretched out and just sore. They're done, and that's a fact. As graphic as that may sound,
it's a lot of walking.
Yeah, a lot of walking.
A lot of
Their
walking.
calves are sore.
Yeah.
I mean, those calves get stretched out, when they're put behind their heads, but still,
Heels get pounded.
All right, I'll stop. But yeah, the heels get pounded. I mean, my daughter, she's working at the Subway right there, right on Speedway and Park. So that's right below the hub. The hub is super rich kids that are getting
We
their
bring
rent
a food
paid
truck
for.
to the hub every once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah, they
That's-
do like what is it?
Food Truck Friday or something?
Yeah, tenant thing, and they buy a stack of them.
Yeah, and does this get kind of busy because all these kids have unlimited funds, really.
Unlimited funds, and like I said, legal marijuana.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like 37 inches.
Yeah, well, the thing about that hub there too, since it is all money, these are all notoriously beautiful women. Like U of A already has a good reputation for their beautiful, co-eds, and this is like the hottest of the hot. Right? These are the genetically blessed and financially blessed, all in that hub area. So when I'm dropping and waiting,
That's why everybody wants to work that when it comes on the calendar.
you know what I'm saying? They do.
I've never been there, but my staff, there's a certain level of excitement when that one goes up on the.
That's why I swear to you, man. And for these past couple of days, I was dropping my daughter off and then like picking her up. So I'm waiting outside for it and seeing nothing but a parade of asses and lingerie and just beautiful pinups, just nonstop. And I'm trying not to be that.
Dude, that
pervy
has
guy.
nothing compared to not this weekend, but next weekend.
What's next weekend?
Dusk.
Oh yes, yeah. Well,
Fishnets and pasties, dude.
Yes, you're right.
There's going to be grilled cheese dripped in people's bodies in places that they will not be able to recover from.
Are you working dusk?
Yeah, we've been there since they started it.
Yeah, yeah. Those EDM festivals, man. Those that generation, essentially an EDM outfit is wearing a thong and fishnets so you can show the entire ass. And no matter how cold it is, just more skin. Period.
Yeah.
And then that's
Yeah.
That's how it is. All the EDM shows, a Wild Horse Pass, and I was bitching about it a couple years ago, like, oh, I grew up in the wrong generation, and I pissed off the older people we talked about. But they're like, oh, every generation is the wrong generation. Like, no, you don't understand. Kids these days are straight up naked when they party. And you grew up in the 80s.
High school would have been so much more difficult if the outfits that are available now were available then.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, and I grew up in the 90s, and they were hoeing it pretty hardcore in the 90s.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But
different caliber.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that?
Kids these days are like, hold my pasties.
It's kind of like what's the Peel comedian where they're doing the outfits. The was it the no shirt? Oh my god, it's so funny, dude.
The no shirt?
Yeah, well, they're like combining words to make like two different pieces of clothing, and it's just hilarious.
Oh, like shirt and pants, like two different things.
Yes.
Together. Okay.
Okay.
Chance.
It's freaking hilarious, dude.
I'll tell you what.
You're just naked right now. You're just naked.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
try.
no
to-
shirt.
A rubber band.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to pull that up here, see if I can't find that. But earlier this morning, we talked about a woman who got cheated on, and the way that she got revenge was very odd. We shared that story around 6:30. In case you missed it, it went a little something like this. Babushki. I think a lot of us have been heartbroken at one point in our time, in our lives. And some of us have even been cheated on, which is a really painful way. It's a bit painful experience. Nobody wants to go through that.
That's the worst.
Yeah. So if you're in a relationship, you may have had this discussion with your partner about getting matching tattoos, and we always suggest that you don't, because that's a curse, right? Well, there's a woman named Naheem, and she chose to get a bold portrait of her on-off partner on her face, which shocked viewers on social media. The reason why it shocked me so much is, first off, to get a portrait of your lover on your face, like, how narcissistic is your lover? Where they want to stare into their own face while they get it on.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense right off the bat. Secondly, you got a pretty face. Don't mess it up with your partner's ugly face. There's so many arguments against getting that face tattoo and face tattoos in general. Unless you're a rapper, then definitely get one. Well, the thing is, she chose to get that face portrait tattoo on her face of her lover after she discovered that her lover cheated on her. This is her revenge, right? And at this point, you're like, wait a second. I don't know if you know what revenge is really and what the definition of it is. And if I was the lover who cheated, I know in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'll always be able to hit it. That's a green light forever. If the girl gets your face tattooed on their face, they're never going to say no.
I like it how you say it's a green light forever, not a red flag forever.
Oh, no, it's
a red flag and a green light.
Exactly.
Mixed together.
The elusive red flag, green light. Now,
special.
Naheem, she keeps her followers updated on her relationship daily and provides information on what she's up to after welcoming a son that she named King with her partner, who she refers to as Daddy. Now, this is where it gets confusing. Naturally, let's find out after being heartbroken. We didn't after her partner allegedly cheated on her. Powers and Rico this morning is when she went into labor, and then she got her lover's tattoo face on air character. Yeah, and it's hard to even say. Try to now break down who they are woman by just Laura seeing what they had a kid together. Yeah, the plot thickens.
I need a chart.
Yeah, it's so hard to follow. And on the podcast broadcast stream, you'll see I have the picture of the woman and the tattoo on her face. Really? And she is an attractive woman. All right. So you see, what's up, DJ? It's not that great of a tattoo. All right. So we'll start off with Rico. What is your description? So, anyways, for yourself, this is the opposite description for your on-air personality.
Person on her neck.
Content. Person on her neck is her son King, I think. I don't know. I mean, anyone that this person's come across, she's got their face tattooed on her. Okay.
I hope she's like, one morning there was this radio show that did a segment on it, and I got this guy's face tattooed on me.
Well, that would be great. It'd be the second dumbass to get my face tattooed on them.
That's right.
So, according to the allegations, the on-again, off-again partner Laura said, and I quote, I found the odds going on. Yeah, I know. That was a humble brag from Giant Hawk. All right. So, that's good. What about you, Powers? Morelli said that he said that she didn't get the tattoo for Laura. However, in other TikTok videos, she hinted that she did, that she wants her partner to return so they can be a family. And you say to yourself, oh, really? Yeah, no, duh. Right? You got her face tattooed on your face. I have a feeling you would rekindle that relationship in a heartbeat. I don't know what's going on with the mic.
The girl that said no to me at prom.
Yeah.
Facebook friend request her.
Yeah, where are you gonna get that tattoo? On your face? Let's see. I mean, how could she say no to that? Some slower keywords there. So, anyways, this story is complicated and crazy. The pictures are funny, and we'll share that in a podcast broadcast later. So keep that in mind. Let's hit the reset, and we're back more Beef Vegan Presents right after this.
Hate dancing.
Right. That's your on-air persona is hating dancing. Opposite. I don't know what's up with the double audio. To be honest with you, there should be no double audio. We're muted. Okay, now it's back to normal somehow. Okay. That's just, okay. Sports nuts, dancing. Is there an antonym for, hating dancing is loving dancing? All right, keep going.
Do we get alcoholic in there? Fan of rap. I wrote rap fan.
Okay. Hating on rap, huh?
I'm not the biggest rap guy. What can I tell you?
No, when you say it like that, it's very believable.
Yeah. Not the biggest fan of the rap music.
I don't know why you get extra nasally just saying rap.
Say rap.
Okay. First off, it's hip hop. Respect the culture. All right, continue.
My bad.
Yeah. You there? Yeah. So
I mean, what else you got?
What else you got?
That was it.
Alcoholic,
pretty good.
Rap fan. Okay.
Alcoholic rap fan. Check.
Yeah. All right. Let's see antonym for content.
Discontent.
Well, that's too easy. There's another word. That ain't brain busters. All right. And then I gotta look up the antonym for apathetic. Is what? You're empathetic?
That is not
Apathetic? Empathetic?
No, energetic. Passionate.
Caring, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, you're passionate. That's good. That's good to know.
I got my passion all the way down in Oaxaca.
Micropenis. What's the opposite of micropenis? Is it have to be big penis or is average penis count?
Gigantitis. What's that called?
Yeah, I mean, is it less than girthy?
Girthy.
Yeah, girthy is a great word.
Healthily
To make people cringe. Let's get back on the air.
What are we even doing?
There will be a reason.
Does it really matter?
It does. It matters, and I'll explain why eventually once I figure it out. But Rico asked me the other day if I celebrate or participate in No Nut November, which I proudly said absolutely not. No way. In fact, actually, I think it's bad for your health, both physically and emotionally. And I told him a theory that I heard as to the origins of No Nut November. Basically, it's just kind of a way to kind of radicalize incel guys. You make them extra mad. That's not necessarily the case. In fact, actually, I discovered what the origin of No Nut November is, and we may have to thank Seinfeld for it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, you guys remember the classic episode, The Contest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So since its inception, No Nut November started just as an attention-grabbing social media satire, but the true inspiration has eluded most of us. But talking about that, when it started about 30 years ago in 1992, which happened to be the same year that Seinfeld was in its fourth season, and episode 11 premiered on November 18th. That episode was called The Contest, and it referred to being the master of your own domain.
Yes.
Right? And it featured the four players trying to go without the longest. Of course, Kramer was out almost immediately, and he's probably the healthiest of the bunch, right?
What year did that one come out, you said?
92.
92.
You know, I remember that I used to watch Seinfeld, my parents and all that stuff. They said I was not allowed to watch it that week.
Yeah.
That was the one because that was the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 11.
So
I'm
risky.
all right with this no shaving thing to raise awareness about it. That's where I leave the no months.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to stand right there and say, absolutely not. Yeah. And again, there are plenty of reasons why you should not participate in No Nut November. The no shave raises awareness. No nut just really does you more damage than good. And I'll explain it more because Dr. Raina Malik says that the health benefits of regular O's sessions far outweigh the negatives. So taking regular self-help breaks can help you sleep better, lower your heart rate, decrease stress, and releases plenty of feel-good hormones into our system. Plus, quote-unquote, blue balls are a real thing, kind of. In parentheses, kind of.
Dr. Kindom says that they're a real thing.
But there's still no reason to voluntarily put yourself through that.
My PhD via the mail from Ecuador.
Now, what was the longest you went without, the longest you went being the master of your own domain? Domain. Rico?
Most recently.
Okay, yes,
Let me
Powers.
jump because I don't like to do it when I take a trip. So if I ever go anywhere, I got to visit my family or any of that stuff, like 16 days, which is, that's a long haul.
Oh, so while you're back in your old bedroom visiting your family, since you were still visiting your family, you chose not to partake, and then you just, you built up. Okay. And that made you more of a pleasure to be around?
I'm not sure. I was on vacation regardless.
What kind of vacation is that, though?
Yeah.
What about you, Rico?
28 minutes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
When you're talking about food earlier, I was trying to hold it, but man.
Yeah, he's a very virile man. Chef Ken, do you remember the longest you went without?
I don't know if I've clocked it.
Okay.
Probably my first marriage.
I'll tell you. Yeah, that will do it. I actually had this experiment when I was in college. I thought, for the sake of creativity, trying to reset my F-boy ways, I would abstain, and both from having sex and self-pleasuring. And I made it almost 30 days, but it was to a point where my friend Stephanie would come over. She was a beautiful blonde girl, and we were good friends. And I hated her. Like, she would come over, and I was so mean inadvertently that she ended up breaking down crying. And she's like, "Why are you being so mean to me?" And I'm like, "Oh." And that was the breaking point. I was like, you know what? Just wait here. I gotta take a shower. I'll be right back. And I went into my bathroom. I took a shower. I did the deed, and it was so intense that my knees buckled and I fell over into the shower.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's why it's worth it sometimes.
I'm telling you though, I came out of there after I was freshly cleaned and wiped up the mess, and walked over, gently kissed her on the forehead, and then we watched, I don't know, the Sister Traveling Pants or whatever the F. So it changed who I was as a person, and it was someone I didn't like. I could have murdered her, if I would have waited another month.
As he says,
This is what happened to Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah,
Exactly.
You got to get the poison out.
You
That's
got to
what he
get that
says.
poison out.
Get the evil out.
Clear. All right. So that was our no nut segment.
Science talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like
was
the
good
edge cape. Look, we like to crack dick jokes and fun facts. Same times, sometimes simultaneously.
Just
Kind
don't
of.
crack fun dicks.
So it's real, kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah, no, that was.
Semi-verified.
With such authority.
I know. Plus, blue ball's a real thing. Kind of. It's true. I mean, that's what Dr. Malik says. Renee. So she sounds hot. What's the dumbest internet challenge you ever taken part of?
Oh, that's Ice Cube.
I was going to say, I accidentally did the ice bucket challenge
Yeah.
before I knew it was like a viral thing when it first started.
Accidentally?
Because a friend of mine said, I dare you to do this. And that's how you do it. You got to dare other people. So I did, because I just come back from camping and like a hike. So it was perfect. So I was like, oh, I'll absolutely do this. It's hilarious. And then it's like, oh, this is a big thing. I didn't know.
The fails of people doing that was some of the greatest reasons to have the internet.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
The whole bucket dropping upside down and backwards off the roof. Oh, wow.
Broken spines, concussions.
Yeah.
All for ALS.
yeah. All for
right.
That's what it was for. ALS. Yeah. And last I checked, they cured it. It works. Yeah.
Something. Maybe.
Something like that.
But hypothermia deaths that year were tragic.
There's no spike. No spike that year.
Yeah, okay. Maybe there's a minor spike. All right, cool. Let me hit the reset because I got to play this endorsement here. Earlier this morning, we had a pretty wicked round of F My Life, and Ray closed things out with the email he sent to us. It was a good one. And in case you missed it, it went a little something like this. Check it out.
It is off. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid. Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another round of F My Life. These are unfortunate emails submitted to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can always give us a call and we'll weigh in on it with you. 600-KFMA, 600-5362. I got Rico and Powers in studio being our F My Life judges. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Julio sent this first email. He said, the other day I planned on, quote unquote, breaking up with my best friend by confessing my love for her, hoping she would feel different and move on. She reciprocated. F My Life. We'll start off with Powers on this one. You got a female best friend.
Wait a minute. He did the thing where he's in love with his best friend and he asked, he was hoping it wouldn't work.
No, yeah, he wasn't in love with his best friend. He was lying to his best friend, saying that he was in love with her, hoping that they would not be best friends anymore. But she's like, no, I totally love you. So
Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's an F My Life. That's very awkward.
The inadvertent friend zone.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Right?
Anti-friend zone?
What do you say? Is that an F My Life or Big Baby, Rico?
Yeah, kind of big baby. You got to set the boundaries from the get-go, but yeah, that's
yeah.
still a bad situation.
For sure. I'm going to say Big Baby because you created this situation, Julio.
Yeah.
You lied and you were deceptive and you got caught. Basically, your hand in the cookie jar. So now you're going to have to be with her forever. All right. Next F My Life situation sent to me by Amber. She said, this weekend, I nervously flirted with a very cute guy. Being a little overweight, I really think cute guys would go for me. Oh. This line of thinking was yet again correct when he casually pulled up his sleeve, revealing a tattoo of a pinup girl with a no fat chick sign below it. Oosh. F My Life, Rico.
That's cartoonishly brutal.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. What do you?
No fat chicks.
Yeah. Is that F My Life or Big Baby?
Sure.
All right. What do you say, Powers?
I'll say Big Baby because you're dodging a bullet with that guy. That guy's a monster.
Yeah, I agree with Powers on this one. Big Baby, that guy's a douchebag, and honestly, he's never had the pleasure. I'll tell you that much.
That girl kill his dad or something?
Right?
You're right. Yeah. I will say this: once you go fat, you always go back. That's it's underrated saying, but it's true. All right. Next up, my life situation sent to me by Clarissa. She said, "Today, the guy I've been seeing told me he's asexual, and our relationship would never go past holding hands. Then he called me a shallow bitch after I told him we weren't a match. Is it him asking me to give up sex forever the same as me asking him to have sex? Apparently not. F my life, Powers."
Yeah, F your life, go get a new boyfriend for sure.
Yeah, she is. What do you say, Rico?
Hands down, yeah.
100%. Clarissa, F your life. Well, at least you're getting F some way. All right, 2 more left. Stacy wrote this email, said, "Today, the only way I can get my boyfriend to do anything is by telling him it's a turn on." F my life, Rico.
Sounds like an easy cheat code for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is seriously for all ladies listening.
Change
if you
my
want to
oil.
get your guys to do any chores around the house or anything, yes, you tell them it's a turn on.
Yeah. I have this fetish for folding those towels. No one does it like you, hon.
Right. Yeah. You think I like making the bed? No, I have no desire to, but I do because apparently it's a turn on. All right. So
Amazon gift cards? Oh,
yeah.
so wet.
All right. You can't say that on the air, so don't do that. All right. Final F my life for the day sent to me by Ray. He said, "Today I had some chili last night." Oh, no. He said, "So I had some chili last night and a carne asada burrito. My wife said I was grunting, but thought I was just dreaming. Turns out I woke up a little later to realize I actually crapped myself because it was a dream of me going to the bathroom."
Wow.
Yes. F my life. What do you say there, Powers?
Whether it's figuratively or literally, whenever you poop the bed, that's an F my life.
Yeah, Rico?
Amber heard that.
100% Ray, F your life. Keep those emails coming, beefvegan at KFMA.com. Let's hit the reset. Yeah, that was today. That was our F my life from earlier today. Yeah, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Hey, and what's up, Mario? Yes, if I was in San Francisco, I'd be at that show for sure. Adelita's Way, flying half full. They're performing together at the Rock. Also at the Rialto, we got Held Out and Brace Yourself. It's a big show for Brace Yourself, who are first time headlining the Rialto. $5 tickets, all ages. It's a big one. So if you're looking to support local music, those are 2 locations to go to. You hit up both of them, and then end the night with a sexy grilled cheese. Oh yeah. All right, questions we're asking Chef Ken Foy here from Dante's Fire and the Sex Grilled Cheese Company. First and foremost, our running question. What is something that you hate but can't explain why you hate it? We asked this on Facebook, tons of responses, and I know you got one too. So what do you got for us, Ken?
Okay. The new Circle K self-checkout kiosk that you're almost required to use in every Circle K now.
That's true. Yes, and you're absolutely right. They're like, hey, use that.
There's
I'm like,
2
you're standing behind there.
And the one was no exceptions at the one at Grant Tucson.
Oh yeah,
no exception unless you're getting lotto or the things that they have to.
Yeah, like tobacco and stuff. Be like, hey, dude, I'm
no, you can do cigarettes now. You can do the gas now, but you have to tell them to bring it in for you.
Right.
So it is not a self-checkout at all.
Exactly. And that's my whole point why I don't use. The only reason why I would go to Circle K is for nicotine products. Unfortunately, that's my vice. That's the only fucking reason I'm going to step in there if they have a deal on that. And usually they do. They're just like, hey, you on meth? You want some cheap nicotine? Here you go. And then they make you use that self-checkout and be like, bitch, it's not self-checkout. You still have to hand me stuff. Why don't you just ring it up and
it
take
looks
my money?
intimidating too. That little thing they got. It looks like a little aluminum
And
circular.
then like you want to put in your phone number to get your discount on your stuff, and they just put in a random phone number. Like, but that's not my phone number.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm getting these texts now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So why don't you show the screen the latest text you got, unless you sent something back obscene? Did you?
We'll wait.
Okay. All right. We'll wait. So are you responding to something obscene?
We'll talk.
Okay.
It's funny. Even at Target, I hate the self-checkout. I don't know what it is that it is. Like
you're
I
already
hate
you're doing the work.
Do it at the grocery store.
Yeah, I hate it.
You're doing their job.
No, I know. And my girlfriend loves to go to the self-checkout. I personally hate it. And I always try to go to, somebody else. First off, I want to keep them people employed.
Yeah, but it almost like at the Circle K, the transactions, it's almost longer to do it on the self-checkout than it is.
It is.
And there was 2 of them behind the counter saying, no, you gotta go there.
I know. I'm surprised there was 2 of them. But I'm surprised that it wasn't one of them behind the counter. The other one smoking cigarettes out front.
The clerks are saying that there's a mandatory percentage of rings that have to go through that now.
A quota.
Yeah,
because they are trying to eliminate. Circle K is trying to eliminate having employees altogether. They already understaff in a criminally rate. I mean, they need like Quick Trip. They need a ton of people there, not only just for the customer service, but for the safety
but the
of the
vibe
clerks.
in there is like, hey, how you doing? We got 2 lines going at
I
once.
know. Quick Trip is like a vibe.
Yeah.
Because
that's because all the cashiers have master's degrees. Actually,
No.
they're all very well educated.
You might as well be.
$186,000 a year.
Exactly, for the amount of money they're making, they should be educated, but they're not.
Circle K is gonna need like RoboCop though. Like, man, like they're gonna need like some kind of
That's what
robotic.
it's all going to. It's not going to be
No.
RoboCop. It's going to be RoboClerk.
Right.
Clerk.
But
Yes,
you know,
like
when
with a gun.
we shared that story of the Circle K filing for and getting granted the license to sell medical marijuana in their establishments in Florida. A lot of the comments when we shared that joke on the social media pages was the same, and saying, "Hey, Circle K is already having a problem getting robbed. You're gonna add weed to that equation." So applying to be a Circle K clerk is essentially like a suicide mission.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I don't mind getting murdered, sure.
Yeah.
for
To go to the
$7
dispensary
an
in
hour.
Tucson, you got to pass like 6 guys
Right.
just to get in the building.
Yeah. And Circle K, they won't even hire 2 to work at the same time.
Nope.
Yeah.
Except for when there's a
Checkout, yes.
self-checkout
Yeah.
kiosk, and then we staff it up.
Right.
4 people just watching you ring things in.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I do hate that self-checkout, and it just doesn't look like it's beneficial. I will find a way to skim too. It's kind of hard not to
You can get in the
not bring
grocery
up
store.
Steal, you
everything.
can just say steal.
Okay. I say skimming. All right. It's skimming for certain reason. They call it grazing when you eat the stuff in the store. I know this because I got busted by a security guard once for grazing a 99-cent energy shot while I'm shopping with my daughter. She was like, at the time, she was like 3.5. And this guy tried to shake me down like I fucking just robbed a bank, right? And took me to the back office, threatening to call the cops, pissed me off so much. I'm like, call the fucking cops. Please. I want you to call the fucking cops. I want them to fill out
I want
the
the cop
paperwork.
to be a parent.
Right,
Like,
right.
This was not theft. This was self-preservation.
I'm single dadding it. Yeah, I slam a 99-cent energy shot because, I'm exhausted from working my multiple jobs, raising my daughter by myself. I mean, the sob story was there. And I'm like, this is what you got me on? Like, fuck yourself. I will go to court. I will dispute it. I'll do whatever. They want to send me to jail for that. Come on, bring it on, bro. Like, I tried to call his bluff, and I did call his bluff. He ended up letting me go and telling me I can't go back to Albertsons for the rest of my life. And guess where I
Lifetime
was?
ban?
Yeah, guess where I was yesterday, bitch.
Albertson.
That's right. That's right.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that John Albertson does security over there.
I
I'll tell you.
know.
He's just got the power. You never come in my stores again.
I've been a lifetime banned from
Safeway scum.
Albertsons like 5 times, and I keep going back.
5? Seems a little
Yeah,
much.
He likes to skim.
I have this thing with this grocery store.
Well, apparently
I'm a
he's up
skimmer.
his game because I like to skim too. I haven't been caught.
Yeah. No, I mean, usually you don't get caught when you're skimming. And we're on the air right now, Rock 102.1 KFMA. So you shouldn't skim. It's just immoral to
You
steal.
don't want to be named in the indictment.
Right. So what you don't do when you're going through self-checkout is forget to pay for that case of water. You don't do that. They never check at all ever. And sure, it might take $3 off your total bill. So you could look at it as like a 10% off your entire shopping, but you should never do that.
In my belief system, that's them paying you for doing the cashier's job.
That's true. And then when you're doing self-checkout like that, yeah, that's
And I make a mistake, you'll have to write me up and put in my employee file.
100%.
There you go. And that's what Domino's does. Remember that if you go get they tried that whole gimmick where they're like, we'll pay you to pick up your pizza now.
Right.
Like as if you're the employee.
Absolutely. And these grocery stores should be doing the same thing. There should be a discount or a benefit to ring up your own groceries. And at least that is an incentive not to skim.
They should just, what? How about just grapes are free? Because everyone's eating the grapes.
Well, that's grazing. And then they could weigh
I'm not a
you.
grape guy. What if you want a
literally
grape
crazy.
guy? That's not going to work.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like when you go to the
Tell
grocery
me, if you're getting stuff at the grocery store, every once in a while I make a mistake. Is it organic that I'm ringing up or is it regular? Because they're both zucchini and the prices are vastly different.
I'll tell you this much. So when I go to the self-checkout, you put in the code for produce and vegetables. The only code I know is for bananas.
I was gonna say it's bananas,
No,
right?
it's got to be cabbage, dude.
4099.
It's got to be cabbage.
Cabbage cheaper. All right, I'll memorize that code.
Yeah.
Sitting there with like asparagus and be like, oh, banana code. Oh, 99 cents for 2 pounds. That's amazing.
I used to work at a grocery store. They're checking the inventory. It's like, man, we've sold 120 million bananas this year.
You're right.
Banana year.
So no other produce. Thanks, self checkout. Yeah, 100%.
That man is potassium deficient. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone there. But yeah, it is a good way to look at it. It's like they're paying you. So the self checkouts, that's something that Chef Ken hates. As far as Circle K is, you know,
specific. I don't mind the other ones, but
Yeah.
specifically the Circle K one, because they're just so rude about it.
they are. Yeah. Well, that's part of their training. If they're not being rude, they're not doing it right.
Well, it'd be rude and at least pretend, take my money.
Yeah.
Prison rules.
But to be rude to not do anything.
Mm-hmm. You know, I like another. So you know, that's part of their training again. Like I said, I like another part of their training when you go to Circle K's and you have that employee that's standing outside smoking, because they usually are. You know, one of them. And then when you walk in to go open, they give you like the stink eye. Like they're like, "What the f you doing walking in here?" Right? Like, yeah. Like you're not supposed to be there. I like that part of the training as well. I like to feel like at any given time I might get stabbed while asking for any kind of service inside of Circle K.
Oh yeah,
it's good training.
It's one thing when you dodge the customers, but then you got to look out for the clerk too.
That's right. Yeah,
that's part of the Circle K charm, though.
It wasn't a Circle K, but the guy across was it Chevron by the restaurant definitely bear maced a guy the other day for grabbing a beer run.
Really?
Bear maced him.
Ooh,
yeah.
hey, at least
He got his
stopped
beer
the beer.
back.
Yeah, he got his beer back. So good for him. You know, in fact, actually, we could share beer run stories on the podcast broadcast stream because I have a couple of those. I was a derelict as a kid.
I was a shoulder tapper, not a beer run guy.
Oh, nice. What's a shoulder tapper?
Hey man, would you buy me some beer?
Oh yeah. Go to the bum. Yeah. That works all the time. All right, somebody's calling. Let's move this conversation to the podcast broadcast. We'll wrap things up with your beef tip after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right. Oh, speaking of, I was gonna plug the Workday shout out. Like, if you work at a Circle K and listen to us,
I was gonna do it too.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it too. That's
I know.
so funny.
I know. That's all right. We'll plug that in here. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
This is Alyssa.
Hey, Alyssa. What's going on?
Oh, I was listening to you guys talk about the self-checkouts, and I wanted to remind you, if you tell people to, everybody who agrees with you to write an email or do something like that to, one specific grocery store chain or, the big guys and say, hey, this is a good idea, and if people do it, it'll happen.
Oh, so yeah, maybe we could
Starting
rally
a
the
movement?
troops. Yeah.
Are we starting a movement?
We might be able to start a movement. I like that idea to initiate and attempt to start a movement just to try to right some of these wrongs that are happening.
We're suffering. Oliver.
I'll make the t-shirts happen.
Yeah, keep going, Alyssa. What are you saying? Your phone's kind of cutting out. Repeat that for me.
They're blocking her signal. They know we're about to start the revolution.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Black helicopters.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Well, if you can hear me, I appreciate your call. Unfortunately, I can't hear you anymore, but I do like your idea.
We got the message. Thank you.
Yeah. We'd have to
Must
start
begin.
though. You couldn't do that to like a blanket Circle K deal. You'd have to start with one Circle K location.
Which one?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
focusing on Grant and Tucson right now because
Grant?
that is the one that is most impactful in my life right now.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
And they have
Grant.
replaced every clerk in the place because the one it had been there for a while, and they weren't using it. And like corporate came down, everybody gone, everybody that's new there now is tell them they have to use it. Big sign on the
Really?
register saying no exceptions. It's got to be Lotto or the other like.
So
3
they
or 4
fired everyone just
the entire store
for actually working.
What the hell?
Fuck that, man.
Let me tell you, I used to work at a grocery store and they did the same thing. There was a problem internally where they said anyone that's worked here and tells the new employees it's not the way it used to be, fire them. Because it was Trader Joe's. They had gotten bought, so they were changing a lot of their corporate structure. And I left, and within a year, you have to smile got put in the rules. You can get fired for you don't smile enough. Get out.
Wow.
Corporate.
Wow.
I did not have that rule in my organizational structure.
Yeah. All right. 2 questions. One question I forgot to answer earlier today, and then I want to ask if you guys have any beer run stories. If you don't, I have one. So Chef Ken, you've been working in the restaurant industry a long time. Were you working around the time that Waiting, the movie, was released?
Yeah, I had to be, but I don't think I saw it right when it came out.
Okay, so you never had to play the game where they pop your eye, essentially, where you're flashing. So the game and waiting that they did,
the Batwing.
the Batwing and all this, like the brain is flashing your testicles, and then if somebody sees your testicles, you call them gay, and then you kick them in the ass. When that movie came out, I was serving at the time, and sure enough, sure as shit, for the next 2 years, I'm avoiding seeing nuts and getting kicked in the ass.
Where did you work?
In Arizona.
I worked a grill, and we all went and saw that together. Like we were excited to see waiting, and then it corrupted us even worse. Absolutely.
Did you? Okay, so what was your signature move?
I always just had one ball out of my jeans because I had a pair of jeans with like holes in them.
Okay.
So I would just have one, and I would say it's just one, so that makes it special.
Okay, nice. And so you never, huh?
Never.
I would Batwing like crazy. The brain was a good move that I would do. But the Batwing
My
was
sheltered
always
country club histories.
Yeah, I know.
HR gets involved, and
I was working chain restaurants, man. So
the movie came out immediately. They put out a new policy, like do not do anything.
It was Garcia's, On the Border. This followed me wherever I went. Maybe I started it. Puka de
Maybe
Beppo.
it's your movie.
It was all there. So so many people see my testicles. I kicked a lot.
And then I got into the restaurant business.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So have you ever? So you said you always did the tap on the shoulder and ask an older homeless guy to buy you beer when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Ever participate in a beer run?
Came real close, but it never happened.
All right. What about you guys? Rico, Powers?
No, never really had to. Everybody that I knew had beer already.
Yeah.
Do you mean if I ever asked for someone to do it?
No, beer run is something far more illegal.
Yeah.
That's grabbing the beer and running. Yeah.
Oh, no. I've done like a dine and dash. I've never stolen like a bunch of beer and ran out of it.
All right, dine and dash is kind of same thing. So there's two scenarios, two beer run stories I'll share with you. Our friends were nuts growing up. We used to do the grocery shopping walkout, right? Where you'd walk around with a grocery cart, like you're grocery shopping, loaded up with beer and then all the stuff for barbecue, and then just walk out like you paid for it. Sometimes you'd have to run, sometimes you wouldn't, and so those kind of things. But one time, and this was in Albertsons, I'm walking around.
Just your first band from life?
Yeah.
This is my third.
Skill again.
Yeah. So I'm being tailed by a guy with a noticeably large bulge in his back pocket, right? Back pocket. And I could tell that he's following me around, and I could see him, and he doesn't have a card or nothing. He's a middle-aged white guy. And I'm like, oh, this guy is a cop or security, right? So I know what's happening, but my intention was still to do the whole beer run. So I break out this fake list I have, and I'm just like kind of going through. I'm like, I got to get this, boom. And I'm looking, and I try to play the role as a shopper as smooth as I can, enough to where he's following me long enough where he's like, oh, fuck, this kid's legit. And then he walks away. And as soon as I notice him walk away, I went around to the beer cooler, and it's right next to the exit, which that's poor planning on their part.
Yeah, that's not a good move.
Yeah. And grabbed 2 30-packs, busted it open, had a truck waiting in the back. Boom. And then while we were speeding off, I saw him run out the back to reconfirm that he, in fact, was loss prevention, like shaking his fist. Like,
gave him the bat wing.
That wasn't even the worst one, though. This is the worst beer run story that I ever did. And I'm like 16 years old when I did this. And again, maniac. And this was at like, I want to say it's not like a Chevron is up in the area, but it wasn't like a Circle K. But basically there's 2 clerks behind the counter, and this is a place that gets a lot of beer runs, right? So they're kind of ready for it. But so you go in, you can't hesitate. You got to grab it and you got to go. Right. And the adrenaline kicks up when you got to go. So I went in. I'm like, okay, I'm the guy. We got the getaway truck in the back. This ass face named Chris, who's driving. He's a big old bitch. And so I go in. I grab the 30 packs, immediately go for the door. As soon as I'm going for the door, the guy sees me. He goes to slide over the counter. He's ready to tackle me, make sure it doesn't happen. This isn't, again, corporate gas station shit. This is cowboy shit, right? They want to stop this from happening. Well, I fucking go up, and my adrenaline's pumping so hard. I go up with the 2 30-packs, and I go to open the doors, the glass doors with the 30-packs. I go, boom, and both those doors go and shatter open. The doors fly open. I shatter the glass, and then my fat ass runs around that fucking store like nobody's business. Probably the fastest I've ever ran in my entire life. I threw the fucking beers in the back of the truck, jump in the back of the truck. We just barely get away. Right now, I'm not only did I steal 2 30-packs, but now I damaged at least like $500.
Crusted with glass.
Yeah.
Bro, anyone who was walking in, but luckily nobody was walking towards the doors. So yeah, they would have got glass in their face, right? But yeah, shattered everywhere. So we get in. So now I got 2 30-packs, right? We're ready to party. It's a Friday night. Chris, the bitch, and he's a bitch for many reasons, not just this, got so paranoid that he was afraid cops are going to find us and made us ditch the beer.
You should have ditched Chris.
Yeah, damn right. So I went through all that hassle, and we didn't even get drunk off those beers that night.
I just hope right now that security guards watching the show with a cigarette going, got him.
Yeah.
Found him.
I would think in this situation, what's the
statute of limitations?
Statute of limitations. I was a minor at the time. Now I'm a 42-year-old man. So this is the 90s. What are you going to do?
Personal vendetta.
That's not even illegal, I guess, in Tucson anymore. Shoplifting is not currently illegal.
It's illegal
like
to
LA
stop
and San
somebody.
Francisco, I think it's like a $900 thing where you can shop
not
with
even that.
$900.
Well, you had a good, really, breaking and entering's the crime. You were breaking and leaving. That's completely different.
Yeah.
Breaking and exiting.
And I
it was an
didn't
emergency.
Breaking and exiting.
I didn't mean to break stuff. Again, the adrenaline was pumping so hard. I didn't realize that I had some Bruce Lee in me. I was like, and like I almost was shooting fireballs out my hands. It was amazing. All right, we're on
What's
here.
that move from Kill Bill?
5-finger death.
The 5-finger of death. We're back here live on Rock 102.1. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the show today. I do have tickets to give away for Adelita's Way. So if you want to go to that show, give me a call right now, 600 KFMA. I'll hook up a bunch of you. So that way you can go see them live at the Rock tomorrow. I'd like to thank Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire and the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company. Dante'sFireAZ.com is the website you want to go to. My beef tip to you today is today is National Sandwich Day. Get yourself a grilled cheese and get it from the Sexy Grilled Cheese and Salad Company because you'll thank me later. I promise you that. Dante'sFireAZ.com so you can check out both delicious menus. Chef Ken, thank you.
Wow.
All right, I'm out of here, dude. Obviously,
Look it up on Google.
Give me some food. All right, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local.
Shawarma.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm melting down at the end.
And to all your grief. But
there's all those criminal stories that did it.
Kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.